Hi guys, this is Shivali and today I'm going to do a video which I have been wanting to do from a pretty long time, and I was just trying to get the products for it. And today I'm going to do a kind of like, it's not a review also, it's like I'm going to do a video talking about the food items that are generally considered healthy by the general public and are also marketed as very healthy, or at least in the health food category or for health conscious people, and which may not necessarily be the case. But before I get into the video, I want to put a disclaimer here that this video is not intended to shade or throw negativity around onto the brands I am going to show you. It is just a coincidence that these were the brands available at my local supermarket and I had to get these. The purpose of this video is to make you more aware of the foods you're buying for yourself, and basically what to look for when you buy and how to introduce yourself to the system of reading labels. Okay, so let's get onto it. The first item I am going to talk about is cornflakes, and this is a pretty standard breakfast. When I was young, I used to have cornflakes like 3 or 4 times a week for breakfast because it's easy, it is generally considered healthy, a good source of energy in the morning to keep you till lunch, and it's also considered to have, it's marketed to have all these nutritional benefits of, even now you even have those weight loss kind of cornflakes, which 2 bowls a day, and I had seen that ad somewhere. Okay, now I want to get into the nutritional information. All the nutritional information will be found at the back of the food packaging, and the first thing I always look for is sugar. Okay, so here you can see, and of course you have to read the first line. There you can see that the nutritional information for this value is given for a typical 30-gram serving. 30-gram serving is basically, let me just show you, it will be around the size of this cup. Okay, so 30 grams without milk and 30 grams with cow's toned milk, and I'm going to read the values for cow's milk because nobody is going to just crunch on cornflakes straight from the packet without any milk. So it contains, the first thing they will show you is the fat, which is okay. 8.5 grams of fat is okay per bowl, and the cholesterol, which is 25.4 mg, which I don't think so is bad because you see it does not have any trans fatty acids. Okay, now the important part. Okay, total carbohydrates is 39.4 grams. Okay, that if you're even on a moderate carb diet, that is pretty high. And here is the most important part. Out of these total carbohydrates, sugar is 2.5 grams, of which dietary fiber is 0.8 grams. There's only 0.8 grams of fiber per serving, not even 1 gram. Okay, an adult woman will need anywhere from 23 to 25 grams of fiber per day. So that is it. Protein is 8.4 grams, so it is good. That much of protein is good, although I wouldn't say it's moderate or anything. And then it has all the vitamins and all. So out of those carbohydrates, 2.5 gram is sugar, and fiber is 0.8, and the rest of the carbs are basically just starch, just starch. Okay. The ingredients are at the bottom, and it has corn grits, sugar. Now, corn grits is basically just carbohydrate, okay, and it's processed. It's better you eat like a fresh corn in the morning than this. So sugar, and the second ingredient is sugar, and after that is this malt extract, which is another form of sugar. Iodized salt, vitamins, minerals, contains gluten, okay, and contains traces of almond. So this is not basically a very nutrition dense breakfast. Now let's get on to the second things. They are the instant oats, which is the highest selling and the most readily available. The second type is rolled oats, and the third type is steel cut oats. And if you ask me, the best category is steel cut oats because they are the least refined, which means they are the highest in nutritional value, and also they are the slowest to convert into sugar into your body, which means it is going to release energy at a sustained rate. You won't feel hungry very fast compared to this, okay? And I usually only buy rolled oats because I have tried to buy steel cut oats once, and the problem for me is that it takes a very long time to cook, and therefore I cannot use it to bake because then I'll have to soak it and then pressure cook it sometimes. So I basically buy rolled oats, which is the middle variety, and of course they have more fiber than the instant oats, okay? So I will just compare this and I'll tell you. So this is per 100, I'll just read per 100 grams, okay? So per 100 grams energy is 407 of instant oats, and rolled oats is 390. Now that's not much difference, but when you read, okay, because you see the protein in instant oats is 11.8 grams, and while in rolled oats 15 grams. That's a lot, okay? 15 grams of protein in the morning is a lot. Now total carbohydrates 68.5 grams, and in rolled oats 67, so that's comparable. There is sugars. It suddenly got very dark. It suddenly got very dark, guys. Let me just 2 grams of sugar, and the instant oats doesn't have any sugar. Fiber is 10 grams, and fiber in rolled oats is 11 grams, so that's a good thing. And then there are other things. And if you are on a gluten-free diet, then most oats are not gluten-free. Now oats themselves do not have any gluten in them, biologically, I mean in themselves, but you see oats are processed mainly in the same factories with the same equipment as wheat. So unless otherwise mentioned, all oats you buy has been contaminated with gluten. If oats is gluten-free, they will mention specially that it is gluten-free, okay? And if I think, in my opinion, the healthiest breakfast right now on the market is quinoa. Quinoa is 25 grams of quinoa is going to give you one like huge bowl of quinoa in the morning, okay? And it has a complete protein profile. This also has 13.17 grams of protein, so it's good. There are 19.84 grams of fiber in here compared to the oats, so that's almost like more than half of your daily requirements. And suddenly now it has, the sun is just playing games with me too. I mostly use quinoa for my bakes nowadays. Whenever I need to eat carbs, I will always go for quinoa now, or some fruit. Next, I am going to talk about some biscuits or crackers or cookies. I mean, whatever you call them, depending on which part of the world you're from. First thing is these sugar-free biscuits, okay, crackers. These sugar-free crackers, ingredient is wheat flour. That is just going to shoot up your insulin, whoop, and then crash you down like that. So although you're not eating sugar, the effect on your body is almost the same as sugar, you know. Edible vegetable yeast, salt, malt extract. Now, for the common person, for the common consumer, we don't know what malt extract is. Now, malt extract is basically just another form of sugar, okay? Cumin, chili powder, mustard, carom seeds, and edible vegetable fat. Okay, now this edible vegetable fat is not good fats. I mean, good fats are avocados. If it had olive oil or nuts, that would be good fats. But edible vegetable oil it's just too refined. It's the fat content, the type of fat is not the healthy fat, okay? So this is generally, it is generally considered a pretty healthy cracker, okay? And another one, which is this, they have like lots of varieties. Okay, and 4 biscuits is 146 calories for 4 biscuits. A cup of strawberries is around 60 calories, which will keep you fuller than this. Okay, now this thing is rage in my family. Okay, oats cookies, anything made of oats is like considered to be healthy. Now let's look at the ingredients of this. Wheat flour. Now you see they are marketing this as oats cookies, so we would naturally expect that the largest percentage of ingredient in this is oats, but it's not, because normally the first ingredient is always in the highest quantity, so that's wheat flour. The second ingredient is sugar. The third ingredient is edible vegetable oil. Then whole wheat flour, so it has refined wheat flour and whole wheat flour. And when will the oats come? Wait for this. Oats, 8.1% is oats, and this is being marketed as oats cookies. So basically you take a bowl of flour, you add half a bowl of refined flour, and you add 1/4 cup of oats or less, and this is being marketed as oats cookies. Okay, whole wheat Marie. Okay, trans fat free, contains calcium. Okay, let's just look at the ingredients for this. Wheat flour, whole wheat flour, sugar, edible vegetable oil, palm oil, invert sugar syrup, that is another form of sugar. Okay, calcium carbonate, malt extract, another form of sugar. So basically there are 3 types of sugars going into it. You know what that's going to do to your insulin? You'll eat this and it'll go whoop up and it'll go crashing down, and then you're again going to feel hungry in an hour. Everybody's favorite snack, popcorn. Okay, and I have got 2 healthy diet versions. So this is the Act 2 family pack, and these are the olive oil popcorn, high fiber, and I do have the low sodium one. Okay, and now let's see. Now remember that all these 3 are manufactured by the same company. Okay, now let's see. The first thing which struck me about this was, you see the Act 2 family pack. Okay, this isn't for fitness people who are into fitness, and here all the values are given per 100 grams, while these 2, which are targeted at fitness people, the nutritional facts are given to you per serve, and this whole packet is 3.5 servings. Yeah, 3.5. So this is given per serve, that is for around 16 grams, and this is given for around 100 grams. You see here it is purposefully given per serve because this is targeted at a demographic that will read these. Okay, and so if this is 3.5 serve is 80 how much? Yeah, 84 calories, so that will give you around 400 something calories, 400 grams, and this is 570. So it's really, you know, it's not that as huge of a difference as it is marketed. You know, beverages that are considered to be healthy. Okay, so the first one is, okay, apple juice. Yeah, when I was young, I had, not even young, when I was like even like 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I always had lots of juice because, you know, it's marketed as being so healthy, and I never had tea in the morning. I always wanted a glass of juice, and the real ones, you know. But you see, okay, now I will actually compare both at the same time. So this is the organic apple juice, and this is the natural apple. So let's just see. And this one says 100% juice, no added sugar, certified as per Indian, US and European organic standards. So this is USDA certified that it is organic, which is a good thing. And if you're buying something organic, please always look at the certification. If it has no certification, chances are it is not organic. Okay, so don't buy that. Now let's just compare these 2. Okay, now both of these are given for per 100 ml. Okay, so the non-organic one with sugar is 54 calories, the apple juice is 46 calories, carbohydrates are 13.6, of which natural fruit sugars is of added sugar. No, just no. First ingredient in the non-organic one is water and then sugar. Apple juice concentrate, which is only 7.15%. And in the organic one, the ingredients are water, organic apple juice concentrate, and ascorbic acid. So this is definitely a better choice because the ingredients are less and also there is no sugar added. This is just no, because in fact both of these, if you want to just eat an apple, a fresh apple, that will also give you much more fiber, keep you fuller for longer. This is actually not required. However, if you do want to have apple juice, then always go for the non-sugar added ones. And don't worry, I'm going to give you some low calorie and healthy options at the end of this beverage review, okay? Something that is marketed as very healthy. Soy milk. First, the ingredients: purified water, soybean, sugar. Now there is also a sugar-free version of it, but the thing is that it just tasted like bean water to me, so I did not buy it, okay? And a whole list of other stabilizers and added vitamins and all. Energy 161 calories per serve. Total fat 4.2. Let's get to the protein. How much protein does it have? Are you not going to? Okay, protein 6.4 grams. That's good for a drink. That's good. Now see, total carbohydrate, okay, 24.6 grams for a drink. And out of which 24.6 grams carbohydrates, out of which 21 grams is sugar. 21 grams is sugar, guys. You're thinking like she's saying she wouldn't drink this and she wouldn't even drink organic apple juice. What the hell is she supposed to drink? What would I drink? Okay, now what I normally don't really spend my calorie on beverages. If I want, I'll have black coffee, or the only liquid calories I spend are on my protein shakes. If I am traveling and I don't have any choice and I need to have a beverage, I will normally almost all the time get buttermilk, okay? It is not sweet, okay? It has salt and it has spices like mint, cumin, coriander powder and mango powder and all that, a whole lot of Indian spices, okay? And the thing about this buttermilk is basically, you know, when you make butter and the liquid that is left behind in the churner, that is buttermilk. And I'll show you. See, one serve has just 30 calories, out of which in those 30 calories, you know what you're getting? 1.7 grams of protein, which is good. Fat is 1.5 grams, which is good because the fat from dairy is the good kind of fat to a certain extent. Carbohydrate, only 2.3 grams. Added sugar, 0. This is by far the healthiest beverage I have come across, which comes in a package. Guys, that was my video today. I really hope that this video helped you a little in creating more awareness in you as to, you know, just read the labels before buying anything, because all this is going to go into your body. And especially if you're on a fitness journey, if you're aiming towards a certain body type, then please go through all the labels. Just because something is being marketed as weight loss friendly, as fitness friendly, as diabetic friendly, you know, it may not necessarily be that. So as a consumer, and even as a responsibility to your own body and to what you're feeding your family members, introduce yourself to the habit of reading labels and just not judge a food by its packaging, you know. Give you a heads up on that. Okay, bye bye, take care, love you.